Hi guys, we want to continue our series on Linux using through the route of the AWS restart program. So today we'll be working with commands. So basically we'll be looking at these commands: t, sort, cat, set, and pipe. Now if you've been following our tutorials keenly, you realize that we've used t in a couple of them, and then we said that the t command essentially prints to the screen and also prints onto a file you indicate. So basically that's what we'll be doing. To get right into it, I have my Git bash open. You can use your command line if you wish, or PowerShell. So you come to details, come to show. Those who are familiar with the restart program are good with this. Then you download your .pem here, and then it will be installed on your machine as labsuser.pem. Then you copy this public IP which you use to SSH into it. So when you to your downloads, you should see, voila, your labsuser.pem. So essentially what we'll do is that from here I'll cd to where my labsuser.pem is found. So it's found in downloads. Then the best thing is to ls to verify, but when I ls there's a lot of files, so I'll just go ahead and then modify the permission of the labsuser.pem to become only read, not write or executable. When I'm done, I can ssh -i labsuser.pem ec2 -user at then yes, then you paste the public IP here, then you press enter, and you should SSH into it in a bit. So the first thing we'll be doing, yes, so the first thing we'll be doing is that we're going to look at the t command, how to use the t command, right? So yes, and voila, we are in. So I'll clear my screen. When I do pwd to verify where we are, d, okay, it tells us that we are in the home user.ec2. That's fine. Now let me just do host name. Host name essentially gives me this IP of the EC2 I'm using, the instance I'm using. So it's actually hosted on US West 2. Okay, so this is the public IP, and I can ping this public IP, right? Now when we want to use the t command, okay, when I do host name, which we know is this, okay, then I pipe, and we learned that pipe means redirect t, right? Then I do file 1.txt. okay, what this does is that this host name, okay, will be redirected to t. And what does t do? T does two things. The first thing it does is that it prints onto the console, onto the screen, and also to this file. So when I press enter, it has printed to this file. When I ls, you see that the file.txt has been created, right? So I can just cut file 1.txt, and then you see, voila, it's here, right? So let's just hop on to the next thing. The next one we'll be using, it comes in handy. The next one we'll be using is the sort key. Okay, the sort key. Yes, so I just want to following this, I just used the cat command, and what the cat command did was that it listed whatever was in this, right? So we want to copy a list of items to create a file and copy these list of items to them, right? Now there are a couple of ways. Okay, I could just do touch, right, and then the file name test.cst, okay, test.csv, that's comma separated value, right? Or I could vi or vim or nano, okay, to create a file, and then an editor, text editor, will be open for me via the root of vim or nano. Then I can do what I want to do in there. Okay, but there's also another way. That way you cut to show whatever is in the file or to print it to the monitor, okay, as well as create, okay, at the same time. So test.csv, and then it will open it right on the console for you so that you can type whatever you want to type. So right now the test.csv as a file has been created and it's been opened on the console. So whatever I want to type, you can type here, right? So I'll just copy what is here and paste it there to save time. Right, so these are a couple of files. That's a factory 1, Paris, and all of those stuff. So when you're done, you can just do Control D to loop you out. I got that right? Yes, Control D to loop you out. Yes, and now we are out of it, right? So when I do ls, you see the tst has been created, and when I cut tst.csv, you see that come again. Yes, I didn't spell that right. So cut test.csv. I'll see all what I've typed here back again. You get it? So yeah, that's how that works. Now let me clear my screen. The next thing we have to do is that we are using the sort key to kind of sort, right? So the next thing we want to do is that we want to sort some of the items that we have here, right? So when we just use sort test, right, .c. Okay, so let me do this so that you have a better understanding. So let me cut tst.csv. Yes, now we have everything here, right? So that when I do any print, you see the difference, right? So when we sort tst.csv, you can now see the difference. Factory 1 Paris is now factory 1 Paris, factory 2 Dubai is now factory 3 Brasilia. Did I get it right? Yes. So it begins with factory 1 Paris, then it goes to factory 2, but the initial one has what? Factory 1 Paris, then the store. So it's been sorted when you want to compare what we have here, okay, to what has been here. You can see a little bit of a difference, right? So that is especially with the numbers, okay? So 1 2 3 4 5, 1 3 5 4 2 4. So basically that's just that. Sometimes it comes in handy, you might not know, right? So let's just try the pipe, and I said that the pipe redirect. So we want to find and grab one thing from this file. So let's say we want to find, what are we looking for? We are looking for, let's say, Tokyo, right? We want to find Tokyo, but then whatever we are finding, we are redirecting it with the pipe to something else, right? So Tokyo, right, we said find, and then we are redirecting it to grab Tokyo in what file? tst.csv, right? So when we press enter, did I get that right? Find grab Tokyo test.csv. Yes, it should pull out this. Okay, let me try again. Find, right, then you pipe it to, you redirect it to grep. Let's try Paris. Okay, so Tokyo was spelled wrongly, I mean caps. Okay, so Tokyo, capital T, tst.csv, and when you press enter, good, it pulls out Tokyo. So you can try with the other thing, you get how it works. So we've done the T, we've done the pipe, we've done the sort. Now let's try the cut. So obviously there's a straight difference between CAT and CUT. Okay, we've come to understand that normally the CAT is used to sort of print to the screen whatever is in there. Now let's look out for what the CUT stands for, right? So we want to do a similar thing and copy whatever I say into the file called cities.csv. CSV, right? So as we did earlier, we cut and then we direct it to cities dot CSV, okay, and then it opens up an editor here for us, so we could just paste whatever we copied from here, which I think cities. Then we control D to loop out of it, and then we try to use the command. So I think we are out, right? Control D. Great. So let's now want to use the cat command. Okay, so the cat dash D into bracket comma, not bracket, on quotes, comma dash F1 cities.csv. okay, so we understand that the dash D is delimiter, right? Delimiter, and then the dash F refers to field. Okay, so by inputting this, what is going to do is that all the cities, okay, that come after the delimiter, okay, will be taken out, right? It will be taken out. So just look at this. All when we do cat dash D, which is the delimiter, then we put this, we put this two quotes here, then we put a comma, okay, then we do cities dot CSV, right? Great. And we left one thing, F1, very important, that's field, right? F1, right? Essentially we are saying that it should cut, okay, right after the delimiter. And let's see what it says about delimiter. It says next, you use the cut command to cut sections from lines of text by character. Use the delimiter option, the comma option, and the field option. These combined command and options extract the first field of each record. Good. So this is kind of like the first field, and this could actually be compared as a field as well. Then this is also another field. So we have three fields in a line, so to speak. And so we are saying cut, right, from this comma, after this comma, okay, cut whatever you see after this comma, cut whatever you see here, whatever you see here after this comma, the delimiter. So it delimiting it, comma, okay, leaving field 1, which is, what is field 1? This is Dallas. So it's going to save all of these fields, then delete everything after the comma. So let's see how it works. Then we'll try another one, then you see. So when you press enter, did I not get it right? It says cut the delimiter must be a single character. Okay, let me try it again. So cut dash D, right, then comma, okay, dash F1 cities. I know where the mistake is coming from, dot CSV. So you realize that there was no space between the dash F and the comma and this one, so that's the fault. Okay, so when I press enter, good, you see that everything after the comma is gone, right? So let's try another one, cut D, okay, everything after, this time around we are not going to use the comma, we're going to say I don't know, the comma is kind of like something that runs through, so let's say space and see if that even works. Then what field are we holding on to? Let's say we are holding on to field 3, cities dot CSV. Let's see if this works. Okay, so that's quite interesting. I don't really get how this works, but the fact that it's kept it's kept just California and New York, so you can play around with it and see if that also works for you. Now finally, let's try, there's not much time, let's just try the set command, right? So the set command is mainly used to replace some text in a file for different text, right? So this is how it goes, right? So this is how it goes, set. So for example, set s, that's words being replaced, then the replacement of the word and the file name, right? So let's just cut our cities dot csv again, yes, and then we want to set, okay, so set comma s, and then after this forward slash, the word that is being replaced is what you are going to bring here, right? So if I want to replace the word Dallas, right, and then the replacement of the word will be Ghana, right? Did I get it right? And then you close it up, with that comma again, with that quote, and then the file name, which is what, cities dot csv, and then set expression. Did I leave something out? Where's been replaced? And then the file name, I think I left something. Okay, yes, I left one forward slash here. So let's try it again. Set comma quotes s, then want to replace Dallas with what, Ghana, right? Then you close it up, cities dot csv. I think I got it right this time. Yeah, so when we press enter, you see Ghana here, right? So guys, thank you very much.